Button pressed. Hello, welcome to Ben's OP Game Show, recorded live at 6 p.m. Pacific Time every Friday, right here on twitch.tv/TheGameFanatics. And today, like some days, I'm joined by Joel, the Magnificent.
Yay, I'm magical.
Quite magical. And as you can see by the same footage I had last week of the same game from last week, we're going to be talking a lot about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, starting, I think, with Joel's thoughts since he wasn't here last week. You're fairly green to the series, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I've actually never been super into it just because I haven't had a Nintendo console.
Gotcha.
So this is the first one I've really gotten into. And oh my god, man.
Really liking it?
I love it. It's been a hell of a time. I've got a Let's Play that I just finished editing and hopefully will get posted eventually on the Game Fanatics YouTube channel. I give a little bit of my thoughts there, but mainly kind of go over what I've enjoyed the most. But I can spill some of those beans here too.
Please spill all the beans. So, how much had you played of the previous entries then?
I played the 3DS one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not very much. Other than that, I've played very, very little. Like maybe a match or two on the Wii version, and that's
Wow. That's
yeah,
pretty
very
cool
little.
though. But
Yeah.
okay, so I'm trying to think of like
I guess for it being my first like main entry, this is the best one to go with.
oh well, hands down. I mean, this is the ultimate version of the game. It says it in the title. It has everything that's in all the other games except for maybe a few levels, right, that are missing.
Which even then there's like so many, like who cares?
I mean, there's one missing that I really want, so I do, but I'm the only one. So, uh, it is hard to be mad. Like, oh, you didn't include the one level I wanted. It's like, Ben, you're the
Yeah.
only one who liked that level, but still, everything else
That'd
is
be like
here.
getting a bag of Skittles and then one of them is cracked.
Yeah, I know. But I don't want this dented Skittle in my bag of Skittles.
It's like, yeah, but you have 50 other ones that are great.
You put this one dented. Uh, yeah, so I can see that, and it is a lot of fun just to see all this stuff again. But even for someone like you don't have nostalgia for Smash Bros, but you know these characters, you know everything in this game already anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few characters I don't really know much about, like Fire Emblem characters. I don't
Yeah.
really know much about. Earthbound characters, I don't really know much about, just because I never really played those games. Even some of the Castlevania ones, I'm not like super familiar with, just because I don't really remember playing that much of them.
Sure.
I remember Symphony of the Night, but other than that, like I don't.
Well, they're not
remember a lot
from
of
that
the
game, so yeah.
characters.
It's
Exactly,
not gonna-
exactly. So, but the ones that I do, like Pokemon, I was so excited to play as the Pokemon characters.
Yeah.
And my kids love this freaking game. Like I could not get them on Mario Kart at all. They were so uninterested in that game. And I thought maybe they'll like this one because you can play as Pokemon, but I also thought it's kind of competitive. They probably won't like just fighting with each other over and over again. And we've been having a blast.
I'm sure they like all the like weird shit and like the items and just the shenanigans that can happen.
Yeah.
I remember loving that as someone who was like 9 or something playing Smash 64. We'd stay up all night just playing this game, throwing Pokeballs at each other all day. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun. The morphine stages is pretty cool. Like they get like blown away by, a stage suddenly changes to something different.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been such a great time, and what a game to get at the end of the year when you're already like trying to figure out what your game of the year is going to be. Like, okay, well, I got my top 5 down, and then this game comes out, and you're like, well, fuck, got to shift everything down now, gotta move that shit around.
There's something about this game because it's like it's so familiar, and there's nothing in this game where I'm like, wow, I can't believe they did that. But it's all done so very well, and it's got
Yeah.
this sheen of polish over the entire thing that it's just damn good. I know I haven't played very much more of the World of Light, but I want to hear how you feel about it. I know you're complaining about some of the more evil ones in there.
Yeah, well, like it's weird. Like at first, I didn't really understand the spirit stuff.
Yeah.
As I've kind of played through it more, they're kind of I think of them as like a trading card deck. So you
Sure.
have like your fighter, which you can change out every match, and then you have your spirits, which are basically like a card with a character, and that character does something specific. Like you start the match with like a gun or something like that, or a sword or whatever. And some of them give you higher defense, some of them make you heavier, so gravity doesn't affect you, stuff like that. And so all you're doing is really you're picking which spirit is going to help you for that battle, and then you've got other little spirits that help supplement as well. It's kind of weird. I really enjoyed kind of mixing and matching those, and you get characters that they're just like historical throughout like all the Nintendo games or all these other franchises that have been included in this game. And you get like little tidbits of like history, but then you also get like cool effects from them.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is you go to like do a match and it's like, well, Rayman isn't in this game, but he's a spirit. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you Sonic to fight, and they're going to give him a special, like, I forgot what his thing was. I think it was a stamina battle. So you're trying to basically just outlive him. And once you beat him, you get that Rayman spirit card. And then you can equip it and use it in your next battle. So it's like giving you something to chase, because you get to all these matches and they each give you a spirit, and some of them are super easy. Some of them are like you fight like 6 Squirtles, which was fun.
Yeah.
But then there are some that are just evil and like insanely hard. There's one that reverses directions, like left and right get reversed. So when you think you're running towards him, you're running off the stage. And then you think you're jumping back towards the stage and you're jumping away from it. I'm just like, oh God.
Yeah. That's the new item with the mushroom that does that same effect to you. I hate it. Hate that reverse nonsense. I like all the weird effects like you're talking about that can happen, but there's something odd I've noticed where it'll have there's lava floors, right? And then I'll equip the spirit that is resist lava floors, and then I'll still get hit by the lava, so I don't know what's happening with my game.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm wondering if it maybe it just does less damage, or maybe it's got to be a certain level. I don't know. Maybe I've had that happen in a couple where like maybe it's not as effective as it should be.
Yeah, maybe it just doesn't kill you instantly or something.
Something like that.
Because I remember equipping it and being like, oh yeah, it sucks to be you, lava. And then, oh no, ow, I'm on fire. Okay, wait, whoa.
No.
That's not what you said.
I think my only problem with it is the balance is just like crazy.
It's all over the place.
You could be ripping through match after match, and then you get to one that you're like, I have to come back later. I cannot beat this at all.
And some of them, it's like, oh, these numbers that you're getting. Oh, I'm 3,000 in green, and I'm fighting a red guy with 4,000. Like, what are there's so many numbers for no real reason here.
I didn't really get that at first, and then I forgot what I was listening to something that it was probably kind of funny, and they were talking about how it's kind of like the Fire Emblem rule.
Well,
like,
I get that.
Sword is better against this, and this is better against that.
I get that, but it should have just been those colors, and then maybe a CPU level, like it does with the normal part of the game. Because like this is just it like makes you do more damage just based on that number, which you can grind for. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not against it. It's also not a mode that I really want to play a lot of. Personally,
yeah, I go back to it when I'm like bored of just doing regular matches. I've done some of the classic modes. I've done.
Oh, those are great.
4. Yeah, they're really fun. I've done 4 of the characters. I think I started with Greninja, and then I went back and started through Mario, Donkey Kong, and whoever.
I have done none of those.
Oh, jeez. Well,
there's so many. I've done maybe about 8 of them, maybe.
Okay, cool. Have you unlocked everybody?
Oh God, no. I think I have. Actually, I have my Switch right here. I was looking up to see how my playtime was, because the playtime with Smash Bros is always funny. It'll be like, oh, you had the game on for 15 hours, but you only played for 8. I'm like, okay then. I don't know.
Oh, it'll tell you that?
Yeah, so that's what it says for me. The total amount of time the game has been turned on, I have almost 15 hours, but then playtime is 740. So actually
wow.
playing the game is like half the power count.
Mine would probably be pretty long because I've left it on for my kids to play,
Yeah, right.
and like
I'm
they'll play once they're done with their homework when I'm at work still or something like that.
Let's see what it says how many characters I have, but I must have like 25 maybe?
I've got to have at least 40 to 50 hours in this. I've been playing it like any chance I get. It's kind of crazy. It's kept me away from any other game.
It did for me until today when I played other stuff, but yeah, it's basically it's the only Switch game cuz I'm the guy who plays Switch docked, like only docked. I'm not doing this bullshit. I have consistently brought this game into bed and I'll play a couple matches before I go to bed. And I haven't even I played the game today, didn't even turn it on my TV. I'm just going to sit here on my Switch and play it, and it's the only Switch game that I've done that with and really enjoyed it. And I cannot find.
It's like a game that I just keep. It's kind of crazy. Like I was thinking about it. Not as much now because I've played so much of it. But when I first had to go back to work this week, and it was like Monday or Tuesday, and I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to get home and challenge those characters that I lost against because I've unlocked everybody at this point. And
oh yeah,
a lot of it's because we've played so much that I just constantly kept getting new challenger approaching.
Oh,
and since I always use random against my kids just because to give them a little bit of an advantage.
Sure.
Even though they don't need it because they still kick my ass. I'll end up fighting with I'll take Wii Fit Trainer to fight fucking Richter or something. I'm just like, oh, come on.
This is gonna be awful.
Yeah. So then I just go back and challenge them once I found out that you could.
Sure. Yeah, I need to do that. I looked it up. I have, what was it? About 40 characters.
Actually, I liked unlocking them. A lot of people have had an issue with that. I'm just like,
it's my favorite part. Honestly, one of my things I was going to complain about with the game is you unlock them too quickly.
Yeah, I could see that. Because that was one of the fun parts is getting new characters.
And if I'm going to do 3 stock matches against a bunch of CPUs, and I do 2 of those, and then I unlock another character, and then I unlock another character after 2 battles. That's too quick. I didn't even get to use them, and I've been doing that squad strike or whatever because you don't unlock characters.
I think the update also made it to where they come up more often.
I haven't applied the update yet, but that's why I'm doing squad strike. Also, because it's a cool mode where you get to pick 5 different characters and pit them against other. I think that's a really fun kind of play style there, and I get to play with. I get to use I want to try Lucina, and I'm kind of good with Ridley. Let me put Ridley in, and I don't, I get to play that little game, and I don't unlock characters at the end.
Do you what characters did you usually play as in the other Smash Bros?
So I've been Kirby and Pikachu, mainly those 2, but maybe more Kirby for since 64. And I used to do Link and Fox back in the day, but now I don't really use them anymore. It's just Kirby and Pikachu, and I'm probably better as Pikachu.
Oh, okay.
Pikachu's probably my best character.
I've been that's as soon as we got the game, I right away started playing as Pikachu as well, and also Link, just regular Link. And Link quickly became my favorite, and then I really started playing as Samus. And then once we unlocked a lot more of the characters, like Incineroar was my next one, and then Young Link.
Sure.
And then what did I go to after that? Marth I played with a lot because World of Light kind of forces you a little bit. It's one of the early characters you unlock.
Well, it depends on which way you go, because I unlocked Sheik, because Sheik was my main in Wii version.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is. It does depend on which way you go. So I don't even know where I'm at now, but I got Marth right away, and I started kind of learning Marth, and I like the counter move that.
Sure. He has a similar move to Lucina, who I just mentioned, is an echo of Marth. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool. So I'm familiar, and they're basically the same person.
Basically the same thing, yeah.
I just don't have Marth, I don't think.
I think I've enjoyed playing as young Link the most
Okay.
so
What do
far.
you like? I'm shocked at how much I liked King K. Rool.
I I I've played as King K. Rool once, and it was just because of a random.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
I've
I don't like playing as the big slow characters.
exactly. I've never liked it either. But he has moves that I like to do, and they work really well. Like he could throw his crown, and it's a boomerang, so you can fuck people up with that, and then the crown comes back while you're hitting them into another move. There's so much. He's so much more versatile to me and how I play than like a Donkey Kong who's just kind of big. And I haven't even unlocked Bowser. I think I lost his fight, so I'll get him in 7 years.
Oh, I haven't played as Bowser. That's who I haven't.
I know
played
there's
as.
so many people, and like Ganondorf is kind of big, kind of a heavier character.
Yeah,
He's supposed
yeah.
to be faster now, but
I haven't played as Ganondorf. I played as Cloud for the first time, and that was okay. I don't know if I.
Cloud's all right. I don't really like Cloud. I thought I liked Richter, but then I did his classic mode and I like died every single level.
Oh,
I just kept screwing up. Like I'm never playing you again. I'm garbage.
he has hard. Like some of the ones that don't have good recoveries, like where they jump up or whatever.
Yeah, he's not great.
I hate playing as because I fall off the stage constantly.
Yeah, and
It's
I
like
think that's one of the reasons why I like Kirby and Pikachu. Pikachu, they have really good air recovery.
I watched a game explain video about Pichu and why, and like Pichu, I guess was kind of lame to play as because he hurts himself
Yeah,
in the other games.
in
In this one, he
Melee.
does still kind of hurt himself, but like when people grab onto the edge when they're about to fall off the stage after the
Mhm.
recovery, because his lightning bolt thing like wraps around you can easily like take people out that way.
Huh.
And also he's more of he's a better height to do his dash like headbutt thing than
Okay.
Pikachu, because sometimes Pikachu will be too high.
Interesting.
So I want to test out Pichu and see if I can mess with people.
Haven't unlocked Pichu yet, so I'll have to get to that in a week. But I love, like you said, I really like unlocking these characters slowly, learning them, and like Ridley. Ridley is a phenomenal character, another big character I never thought I'd enjoy playing, but its moves are
Actually,
really
yeah,
fun.
I actually did like playing as Ridley. Now that I think of it.
Ridley's got some swift strike shit going on.
Yeah,
There's some shenanigans.
shenanigans.
Lots of shenanigans from that Ridley there. But yeah, it's a really, really, really good game.
Yeah, I mean I was excited to play the game. I did not think I was gonna like it this much. I love this game. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much I like this game.
It's really good. It's the best
Yeah.
Switch game this year, for sure.
It took me by surprise, like because I knew I was gonna like and play it, but I'm just not into fighting games or.
Yeah.
And this has just been so much fun.
I mean, even to me, like I've bought and played every single one of these, and the last one on the Wii U, I really was just like, okay, this is cool. I like this, but I mean, the game started you with 45 characters or some shit, and then you unlocked 6 of them. Like this is just it just didn't have it. This has some kind of magic with it that it just I want to keep playing another. I want to do another match. Like yeah, let's fight again. It's just silky smooth. It runs perfectly. Like you're in, you're out, no issues. It just works.
It's so polished, and that's the thing is like Nintendo just has, like they're just so good about polishing their games, and like even though the hardware is like underpowered, like the games look better than a ton of other games that are like on PS4 and Xbox. I mean, the characters are so well detailed. The stages are awesome.
It's got such phenomenal art direction that
I'm like drooling over here about Smash Bros. So cool.
It's really good. It's a real good game, guys.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job, Nintendo.
7.5 out of 10.
I don't think anyone's told you yet. Yeah, but you did an okay job. I don't know though, because you mentioned
Can't wait for the next one.
It's at the top of at the top or near. It's beating games for Game of the Year. I don't know where it would be in my list.
Oh, it quickly made its way up to my top 5 for sure.
I don't know. I don't know if I could say that. I loved Monster Hunter. Like Detroit, I think would probably be above it. but it's tough. This year is definitely the toughest year for picking a game of the year.
Yeah, I think last year was easier because I loved Persona right away before even playing it. I was already so into that game. And then Horizon I really liked, and Assassin's Creed Origins I didn't get to play enough of.
Yeah,
God, I'm trying to remember what other games came out that week. Oh yeah, Mario and
Mario and Zelda,
Zelda.
Nier was last year.
But I didn't play Mario and Zelda till this year.
That's right.
And
That's
also
right.
Nier I didn't even get to play. What the hell did I play last?
I have
I'm
no
trying to remember. I
idea.
gotta look up the top 5 again.
I could tell you that if you want. I have it up. You have
Oh
Persona,
yeah.
Horizon, NBA, Next
Oh yeah,
Machina,
NBA.
and Assassin's Creed. You
Oh,
put Assassin's Creed there.
I did. Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Next Machina. Oh God, I missed that game.
the thing is, though, that's a tough year. Last year was a tough year to pick. This year I think, has twice as many great games as last year. Just
Yeah.
of that 9 and 10 quality, there's too many of them.
Yeah.
Way too many of them.
It's a higher quality that I've actually played this year than last year. Because
Yeah.
I didn't touch Mario Odyssey or Zelda till this year, so I didn't have that on my list to really mow over. You know,
Yeah.
or this year it's like I've played all the big titles for the most part that I wanted to. Trying to think what I didn't play, which is Odyssey, but because there's not going to be Assassin's Creed Odyssey next year, I think I'm going to have. So.
I'm trying to pull up Red Dead because you mentioned you wanted to bring it up, and we can
Yeah.
see what your thoughts have adjusted over time.
So I sent out a tweet the other day. Got some pretty good responses from,
Great.
about 5 likes. Okay. And I put in it that Arthur Morgan is such a compelling character that I'm gonna suffer through the gameplay of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
And then I put like that was the quote, and then I said as I rolled down a cliff with my horse 2 times in a row.
Oh boy.
There was this part where I was just walking down this pathway, and the pathway was so narrow, and it's an actual pathway, like it's on the map and everything. But I don't know if maybe the rock that was next to like the side maybe caused too much of like an invisible wall or like a hitbox or whatever, and just flipped me over with my horse. So I'm like sliding down this cliff. I get up, I have to revive my horse because he just about died. Get on my horse, and he instantly hops into the air for no reason. And I go falling down the cliff again. And I was ready to just leave his ass there. I was like, I'm not fucking helping you this time. But I revived him, brought him back up.
Oh my god.
But it's just, the game is like, the story is just so good. Like, I want to see it all the way through, and I'm going to. I'm like getting there and getting there. I get a little bit sidetracked because of Smash Bros, but like nothing can stop me from finishing Arthur's story because I have to see it, because I just love his character. And like when the Game Awards were on and his voice character won the award, at first I was like, oh man, I wanted to see the guy from Great. And then I was like, nah, you know what? I think his range and emotions throughout this entire game just that won it for me. Like he's that that good of a voice actor.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best VO jobs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like he's just that character. That's not like an actor. It's just that's Arthur.
Yeah.
In such a way, in all ways, because it's got the other stuff where he's writing in his journal that adds another layer of complexity to his character. And where are you in the game?
I'm like midway through chapter.
Wait, chapter what? You cut out.
Oh, I'm midway through chapter 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm getting there.
You're
I just
almost
got to
the...
I got to the. I won't say any like big spoilers, but like after we blew up those trees with the dynamite to ambush those people.
Oh, that is a good clue, but at first I was like, blew up the trees.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah. You're not far from the epilogue.
Yeah.
Which I didn't do. There's a bunch of epilogue stuff, and I'll do it in a couple months maybe. You know, I don't need
Yeah.
to do it.
I wanna play online again. I wanna try giving it a second try since it's out. Since like the beta or whatever came out for it, which
Yeah.
it's still in beta, but like the
Sure.
first couple days that it came out. But I don't think I like the gameplay enough to really stick with it, anyways.
I mean, I love the gameplay. This stuff like running into trees. It did happen to me. Don't get me wrong. I did run into trees, but it not like people are making fun of this game. Like, oh, I can't even ride my horse. I just run into that. It just never happened to me.
For me, it's not even just that. Like, there's just little things here and there that make the game. Sometimes it just feels like, or I'll feel like, I don't know, like it's pushing me away from certain things that I'm trying to get to or want to do. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to spend more time hunting or going to the camp and spending more time with the people there, but I hate that I can't run, and I hate that I have to tap X to run. Like, just little things like that that
Well,
all add up over time.
I turned the tap X to run off.
Yeah, it's too late for me.
Yeah, that was like hour 5. I'm like, oh, I can turn this off. Yeah, we're doing that.
I didn't, which I didn't know till later, and at a certain point, I was just like, I don't care anymore.
Granted, you still have to tap for the horse, so you're still tapping a lot.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that's the thing is like, the game could play worse, but
Oh,
I
for
would
sure.
still feel so compelled to finish it because the game is like the story is just great. The characters are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur Morgan is like
Arthur.
my character of the year.
Yeah,
Not my game of the year, but he's my character.
sure. He's definitely one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Like, top 5 for sure. Like, he's up there.
Yeah.
And you haven't even finished the game yet. So.
And I'm so close. And I've spent enough time in there to where like it's one of those things where like Persona was my game of the year last year, and I was only like 56 hours in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I don't know, it's weird, but at least this one I'm almost. I plan on finishing it before the end of December, and I also plan on platinuming Persona 3 Dancing and Moonlight to have my 10 for the year. Or 10 altogether, because my goal is to get 10 platinums by the end of this year, and I'm one away.
Hmm.
And those dancing games are pretty easy to...
You could play Celeste.
No.
Celeste has an easy platinum because you can turn all the cheat modes on.
I still need to play Celeste, but
Yeah.
yeah. But the dancing ones are super easy. I'm like almost halfway with this one, and then I just got to finish up some of the extra stuff, like making sure I unlock all the characters, making sure I dance with all the characters in every dance that they can be in, and all sorts of weird stuff.
So
like
are
that.
you picking dances as well as songs, or like what are you picking
You just pick the song, and then
Okay.
you choose which characters you want.
to dance?
You
the
want
song?
to be partners. There's always one character that has to dance to that song.
Oh, you choose
And
the
then you have-
social link friend to be.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what this is a little dance game. Well, with my new Xbox, my brand spanky new Xbox,
Spanky.
spanky new, I got in on that. They're doing a promotion for Game Pass where it's $1 for a month, and I'll buy that for $1 because there was 2 games came out. One came out today. One came out last Friday. And they're just on Game Pass right away. So I played a little bit of Ashen, which came out last week, which
It was one of the ones from the Game Awards, right? That they announced there. Pretty sure.
maybe.
Ashen? Yeah, there's a lot of the titles like Ashen and Hades, all these games that I keep hearing about all of a sudden were talked about at Game Awards.
Well,
I mean, they're probably coming out, but like those,
Yeah.
that's where I really saw them get like the
Okay.
push.
Well, we knew about Ashen before. They kind of showed it, I think, last year at E3. Not this. Yeah, it must have been last year at E3 in their little montage. So it's kind of a Dark Souls-y-ish game, but you have a co-op partner who's an AI. It
Yeah.
could be a real person too, but obviously. I don't have Xbox Live, so this is just a fake weirdo running around with me. And that adds a little wrinkle to the combat where they don't necessarily start fights without you. They will, but you can kind of trick them into fighting the partner, and then you get the jump on the enemy. So it adds another layer of strategy to the normal Dark Souls kind of combat, and it has a very bizarre, kind of cell shaded, not very detailed look. Like the people don't have faces; they just kind of.
It looks like
ovals.
it looks like Absolver.
I don't remember Absolver.
It's like that game where you're fighting, and as you go, you learn different fighting styles.
Oh, I know what game you're talking about. It does.
Yeah, when I saw it, I thought of that game right away.
Yeah, it kind of does. And I played a little bit of it, and it maybe like an hour. And it definitely is a Dark Souls light-ish game. I don't know if I want to play that right now.
Yeah.
As much as I love Dark Souls, it did seem interesting, but I'll see if I play more. I wanted to play. I would have played more of it actually, but I forget it's the sword and sorcery guys. It's like Super Brothers or something. I don't know. Their game Below, which was announced probably 5 years ago, finally came out today, and I played a good 4 hours of it probably. And I sat down, and I played it for like an hour, and I thought, well, I'm not really gonna play much more of this. And then I'll keep going, right? And then
Is it as punishing as Dark Souls? Like
no. Well, this is now not Ashen, but so Below.
Below, okay.
And I didn't play
I
much.
thought you said something about going below.
Oh no, well no, but
Below, I heard about that game, but then when I heard like people were like, it's finally coming out, the first thing I thought about was Deep Down for some reason.
oh, I want Deep Down. Let's do it.
Not even looking at it, but just I heard Below. I was like, oh my god.
It's not a good name because I tried to Google, like, what is this used for? Like Below item name, and it was just a bunch of nonsense. Okay, this is not helpful, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll change after a day. So this is. I wish I had some gameplay for it, because it's one of those kind of isometric top-down Zelda-ish exploration games.
I think I remember the footage.
Yeah, it's got some kind of survival elements where you have to eat every so often, you have to drink water every so often. It's not super often, right? Like, I mean, I have died from starvation, but that was because I ran out of food and I kept exploring. But other than that, it really hasn't come up too much where, let me just go eat this meat I found on the ground and I'm fine now, right? But it has that in there just to add another layer of complexity. You're exploring this island and you're going below, lower and lower into different floors. It'll tell you like level 1, level 2, as you keep going lower and kind of just exploring. It doesn't have a lot of text. The menus have English, but then the rest of the game is just kind of figuring it out and seeing like, what does this do here? Or let me shine this light on that thing, and that does something. Okay, and I like that style of game where you don't necessarily know what's going on. Like there's this mechanic where you can, I believe this is what it does. You can spend what is effectively like your souls in a Dark Souls game. Which is so it has this currency. Let me even take a step back from that. It has this currency. I forget what they're called. Actually, I don't know what they're called because nothing has names. It's like a chip of something, and it's used as a light source, and you can also use it as like a giant flashlight to reveal hidden objects in certain places and open certain doors. But you have to have at least one of them. And you're also collecting them and using them as kind of a weird currency to open stuff. But I haven't really gotten far enough to know what that is. You're not using them to level up. If you die, you drop all that stuff where you died. So, like Dark Souls. And you start with nothing. Like, you're not leveling up your character. You're not leveling up your items. If you find it, you can find, like, a crafty thing and craft other stuff, and then you can hide that away in your secret base kind of area, and you could have that for another run essentially. So there's a lot of other elements going on here, and you're just going.
It sounds a little bit like Oh shit, Hollow Knight.
Yeah, except this is kind of procedurally generated maps, and it's a 3D game.
Oh, I
Well,
mean like the currency thing and like the progress kind of stuff.
sure.
I guess they're all like that nowadays.
Yeah, it's mechanics you've seen before, but it's got a really cool style. It's got very atmospheric music that I enjoy. I did really like the game. I just don't know. It's one of
Probably
those
spend more
things.
time with it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if this wasn't procedurally generated, and I could restart at, oh, that's what I was talking about, the campfires. So the game doesn't tell you what this option does, but I think if you spend some of that currency at the bonfire, turns it into a teleportation point, and you can go on your like next run or something, and to the starting campfire and teleport right to it because you spent the money in the previous run to make it as like a warp point. But it doesn't
Okay.
tell you this, and I kind of like that weird, intentionally obtuse stuff. Sometimes it's fun to figure things out, right?
Yeah.
But as I was saying, if this was just a like point A to point B, it's the same map each time. You just gotta learn how to figure out how to get through it. I would like it a lot more. I'd also like it a lot more if the combat was good, because it's just kind of either the enemies, like the game could have no combat, and I'd probably like it more, just because it's got a cool atmosphere and there's traps to kind of run around, and you got to deal with your like it makes hydration, or if you're hungry, right? It's got enough kind of stuff going on, and it's visually interesting enough where I don't necessarily need the combat. But the enemies are either one hit kill, just they run at you and you hit them, or they run away from you, and if you can hit them, you hit them and they die. Or it's this guy with the shield and he can't hit his shield, and you gotta wait till he does a certain thing, and I can't dodge roll because that's not an option, and I can't really flank him because you don't move very quickly, so I don't know what to do against him. And then every once in a while I'll just go to attack him and he'll die because he forgot to block, but I don't know why. So like I just don't understand what's going on with this combat, and I don't find it very fun to fight like harder enemies, which that's worrying when you're like on level 4 and I found a shortcut or something to level 18. I'm like, how long is this game? And the guys at level 4 are starting to get annoying. Like, they're not difficult, they're just not fun to fight. And maybe they are difficult because they hit you in the face and it hurts. But then you can change, there's a bunch of stuff going on. You can change to the bow and fire arrows. There's a bunch of crafting in the game based on the different items you pick up. And it's a really interesting crafting system where everything you craft requires 3 components. And you just have to pick the components and it'll tell you what you're going to make. So it doesn't, you're not like, oh, I want to.
You're not like experimenting and not getting something.
You're
useful. You know what
experimenting, but it doesn't cost the components. So you're going into your inventory being like leather, a stick, and ore, and it says, oh, you made a torch. And is that okay? And you're like, yes. Because the way it works is you just hit the option on it, pick the first item, everything that it cannot be combined with fades out. And so now everything else you can use is still in play, and you can just go and see what you can make with it. So it makes crafting kind of a fun, just, oh, I think I needed this and this. Yeah, okay. And that's what it is. And you can make fire arrows and bomb arrows and all sorts of other things. And there's secret walls and doors and little shortcuts you'll find along the way, because when you die you start back at the very top, and oh, I made this shortcut to level 3, so let me go down, take that elevator and do that. And then there's other different keys you need to find. I found like a shiny marble or something. I had no idea what it was for, and then when I died I lost the marble, so that's great. I went back to where the marble was, it was gone, so that's cool. I just lost the fucking marble. It seems cool. I want to give it a little more chance, because it does seem like a game that is really good and really well made, but I don't know if I don't know if it's not grabbing me, or I don't want to be grabbed by it, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I played 4 hours of it when I said I was like, I'll play an hour of it, so it's not bad by any means, but it's not, it's
just
weird.
kind of quirky.
It's got some fuzziness around the edges where I just don't necessarily like some of the directions it's going. Maybe that's how I'll put it.
Okay. I see.
But it was free with Game Pass. Woo!
Good old Game Pass.
Good old Game Pass.
At it again.
Very excited about that Game Pass.
Yeah, I really want to check out Mutant Year Zero. I've heard really cool things about it.
I have to. I mean, basically what I've heard is it's XCOM, but with weird mutant things. That sounds cool.
It's based off, I think, a board game or tabletop game or something like that.
Oh,
and
really?
I've heard, like, what's pretty cool is instead of, where XCOM you go mission by mission, you can explore more in this game. Like, you can actually explore the areas. You can take out patrols without, like, alerting the whole, like, area or people.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So you kind of have to do that or else you get over pretty easily. But there's just a lot that I've heard that makes it so interesting. Like even just the what's it called? The like story of it and how like they make fun of like us in a way, like the way we've abused technology and like things that we should have done different. So that's been pretty cool to like hear about. And I'm like, oh man, I bet the writing's like super interesting. The characters are funny. I don't know. It's just one of those games that like, because I really like XCOM and I'm not great at it, so I haven't spent too much like time playing the campaigns. But I like that play style, and so I really want to give it a shot. I think it'd be fun. So
yeah, it sounds really cool. And I heard you can, like you're saying, you can explore the map kind of and not just be fighting all the time. You can sneak around in a way and see the enemy's like vision cones like Metal Gear and get like the drop on them in certain ways. That's really cool. Combining stealth with turn-based combat is really interesting to me.
Yeah. God, what a great year. And then next year's coming up and it's already going to be packed.
That's the thing is like that it's just got to stop.
Yeah, stop it, everybody. Just stop making games for like fucking, or stop releasing them for like 6 months, please.
Yeah, that would be good.
Let's catch up.
After Resident Evil 2, you can take a break.
Yeah.
I want that, but then you can take a break.
Oh, do you have the Ethernet to USB thing?
Oh, for the Switch?
For your Switch? Yeah.
I do. I mean, it's technically, I think, the one that was for the Wii, but yeah, it works.
Yeah, I want to get one just because, especially if we do more tournaments and stuff like that for Smash.
Yeah.
I want to have a solid internet connection. I was gonna check Walmart today, but I was driving there because I was gonna get dinner, and I was like, oh, well, it's in the same parking lot as Walmart, so I'll go over there. And there's like 3 ambulances, a fire truck, all this crazy shit happened. I was like, well, maybe I won't go in there.
Maybe I won't do that.
Maybe I won't do that because it's like 10 or $11 on Amazon for one that's compatible.
Yeah.
I think it's the same one Logan has. And I was like, well, maybe Walmart has it for the same price or near the same price, and I could just go pick it up instead of waiting for shipping.
I don't know if Walmart does, but I know I picked mine up probably 8 years ago, maybe.
Jesus.
Because it's for the Wii. The one I bought is for the Wii.
Yeah.
So, and I used it on the Wii U. Maybe it was like 5-6 years ago, but it was not new. It is not a new thing I have, is my point. And it works fine with it. And I don't know if you're going to be able to find it, though, at Walmart.
Probably not. Maybe I'll have to go, maybe I'll check Best Buy. I don't know. If not, I'll just order it. I just hate waiting for shipping or paying for shipping.
Sure, yeah. I'm trying to find. Now I'm trying to find my order. I'm like, when did I buy this thing? Did I even buy it? Did I just find it in the ground?
Did you steal it?
It just grew on a tree.
Did you steal it?
I plucked it. I plucked it out of a freaking tree. Yeah, no, I can't even use my Switch online. For some reason, it just doesn't work at all. So I have to do the Ethernet. I mean, it works, but not for actually playing a game.
Oh, okay. We played, maybe it was last Saturday. It was me, Ben, and I think Delphi all playing.
That's me.
And
how am I? You're talking to me like I'm not here.
Yeah. Wait, did I say you or Logan?
You said Ben.
Oh, my bad. Me, Logan, and Delphox.
Oh, my brain hurts.
And who else? Somebody else jumped in. No, I think it was just us. Okay. And we had a lot of lag, but it was fucking funny. Because the whole time you're like wondering, like, what's gonna happen
I know.
next?
It's pretty bad. And I having the Ethernet adapter, which I've just found I ordered in 2014.
Oh my god, that's like 50 years ago.
Yeah. It did make it better, but you're still running into these people, and I think it is these other people that just have bad connections too, because the Switch sucks at making internet connections.
Okay. I mean, because I'm on Wi-Fi, but my Wi-Fi is usually pretty good, and considering I'm like right next to my router, it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if you're hosting, I think you want to make sure you have like a connection.
Sure, it could have just been bad hosts when I was doing it, but I mean, I played the Mario Tennis Aces demo beta thing, and it was unplayable on Wi-Fi for me, so I can't. And it's just this new place, because I played ARMS online for hours and had no problem, but that was
I mean, Wi-Fi usually isn't.
That was at my old place, so I think moving the router to another room, just the Switch doesn't understand. It's too far away. It's too late.
It's still connected to the other one.
It's trying to connect miles away.
It's like permanently connected to the other one.
I gotta connect over here. No, Switch, bad.
Bad Switch.
Bad Switch. This is the same router, you fool. What are you doing? Yeah. So that'll be exciting. We'll probably, let me look at the calendar, Joel. Let me look at the calendar here. Load the calendar.
You got a packed schedule, man.
We got a packed schedule. No, it's just to see what day of the week anything is. So we'll probably do a show next week. Maybe we'll take Christmas week off.
Okay.
And then do Game of the Year after that.
Yeah.
That'll be the 4th.
Game of the Year.
Game of the Year.
We're not gonna have like giant bomb level of Game of the Year discussions.
Oh, we should start early and just go. It's like and yell about it for no reason because like anyone cares.
Wait, nobody cares. I care.
Nobody cares. I care. The messenger's better.
Messenger's better.
So next week, play more Smash. I don't know if I'll ever unlock all these characters, to be honest with you.
I didn't realize that we had unlocked every. Like we got to a point where I was looking, I was like, I wonder who's left, and then I realized, oh my god, we're done.
It should tell you. It'll tell you like, hey, you've unlocked all the characters.
Yeah, I think Lucas was the last one I had to get, and because he's a prick, and I got him, and oh damn, that's everybody. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's too many people.
Yeah. But now I'm getting into this spirit mode. Spirit mode's really fun because it's kind of like unlocking the character. So
yeah, it's unlocking them in a weird.
You have to find them on the map, and you're kind of like, oh, cool. I don't have any of them that I like. And
well, they're all there, and I feel like I played that mode for a couple hours, and I have 3 or 4 people.
Yeah. Well, you're fighting a lot of battles before you get to any characters to unlock.
I unlocked Yoshi, and I'm like, I've never used Yoshi. Yoshi's garbage.
I think I went the wrong way because I've been unlocking like Wii Fit Trainer, Lucas.
I got Wii Fit Trainer.
Kirby.
You start with Kirby.
Yeah.
And Kirby's probably who I played the most of it with. Oh, I got Lucario. Lucario's good. I like him.
I like Greninja more than Lucario. I thought I was going to I like every time you pick Greninja, it goes, Greninja. Greninja.
You just like that. You don't even like how he plays. I
like his play style. It's pretty cool. I don't really like his Hydro Pump move, but other than that, his quickness, pretty cool. His little like teleport punch thing was awesome.
Gotcha. There's so many freaking people in this stupid game.
Yeah.
Too much. All right, well, we'll end it here. We'll just watch Arthur talk to some weird old man.
Yeah.
That's most of the game is him talking to some weird old white guy.
Thanks for being here, Logan.
With a mustache. Yeah. Uh-huh. The worst.
Cool.
The absolute worst.
Yeah. Well, he was here last week and I wasn't, so.
That's true. We get to hear Smash thoughts from every other week. We'll alternate.
Yeah. Yeah,
How
it was
do-
all
How
shenanigans.
do you feel about it? Well, I don't know. How do you feel about it? That
feel
is
great.
the silly show every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/thegamefanatics. Happy Smashmas.
Happy Smashmas.
Happy Smashmas. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to play some more Smashmas.
Yeah, me too. I like Smashmas.
Smashmas.
I should play Red Dead.
You need to
I can't
finish.
stop-
You're so close.
I can't stop playing this. I know.